What's up everyone, back for another beer review, and today I will be reviewing yet another collaboration beer. This time between Schloss Eggenberg, and they're out of Vorchdorf, Austria, and the Schilling Beer Company, and they're out of Littleton, New Hampshire, and this is their Maibock. So they're calling this one a Convivial Collaboration. It's also a German Maibock that comes in at 7.4% alcohol by volume. No IBUs listed. Time of review. I don't know exactly how old this bottle is because it does not have a bottle on date. There is no date on the label, but I will say that this has to be a relatively new release because it just showed up in my area in the past maybe like 4 to 6 weeks. And the first review on Beer Advocate was like late April, and the first check-in and Untapped I think is around the same time. So I'm gonna say this is no older than 3 months old, and probably more around like 2.5 months old. So anyway, really excited about this one. Collaboration between Schloss Eggenberg, who obviously they're known for their huge Doppelbock Sammy Claus, which I have not reviewed on the channel, but I will probably later this year. And Schilling, one of the, in my opinion, one of the best breweries in the US, doing like old world styles and lagers and whatnot from Europe. So yeah, anyway, I wanted to give this one a go, and we do have a little spiel here on the back. It says brewed in collaboration with our friends at Schilling Beer Company, a European-inspired craft brewery in New Hampshire's White Mountains. So this special Maibock is a tribute to the changing of the seasons. So yeah, Littleton, New Hampshire is where Schilling is. So huge shout out to Kenny, who, a friend of mine who works over at Premier Gourmet, my bottle shop of choice in the like Amherst, New York area. He actually, when this came in, he was like, "You got to try this." And I was like, "Say no more." Anyway, let's give it a pour here. So I don't drink a lot of Maibocks, but the ones that I do drink are really good. Iyengar's I reviewed in the last couple months, and I really enjoyed that. So I'm hoping that this is quite tasty as well. You know, basically just a bigger, stronger pale bock, more or less. Anyway, yeah, that looks beautiful. It kind of looks like so many lagers nowadays, you know, where you just have the crystal clear, beautiful, can see my hand through it, kind of like yellow, golden straw color, has about a finger, and we'll say almost a finger and a half of this bright white, super fluffy looking head, a lot of carbonation. Hold it up to the light, looks beautiful. Just, that's, I mean, is that not a picture perfect Maibock? I don't know. It looks pretty fantastic. Let's get a nose. Oh. So it actually just smells strong. Like, not even like an alcohol booziness, just like an intense kind of aroma from both the malts and the hops themselves. A lot of breadiness, like a toasted white bread to me. Yeah, toasted white bread. Breadiness in general. A little bit of like a honey, touch of like a biscuity character as well. And then it has this like spicy, peppery kind of hop character. Yeah, for sure. Maybe a slight grassiness too. Not a lot of like fruity yeast esters or anything. Maybe a slight like apple, very, very slight like red apple core. It's just, it smells really good. I got to keep on reminding myself this is 7.4% because while I said it smells intense and whatnot, it doesn't have any kind of like alcohol strictly in the nose. Like a lot of times you can smell the booze on bigger beers, and this being a paler bock at 7.4, you think, oh, maybe you'd pick up on it. You don't. Smells a little bit like it's going to lean a little bit sweeter, but I'm curious to see how it is. So let's get into it. Cheers, everyone. Really good. I can't remember if I said at the beginning Vorchdorf, Austria or Australia. A lot of times when I get imported beers from Austria, I say Australia for some reason. I don't know. My brain is programmed incorrectly. Let's go back for another sip because the first sip was really nice. So I get a little bit of booziness on the palate, on the back. There's a slight touch of booziness, nothing too harsh or anything, just kind of noticeable. But man, a lot of flavors going on in the palate. So body, this one is definitely bigger than, like a lighter bock would be. This is like higher side of medium, lower side of full, pretty big. It's definitely a bit bigger. I don't usually get any kind of lagers that kind of have like this bigger kind of body to them, and definitely a bit bigger. The mouthfeel, however, it's super crisp, very clean on the palate, but quite crisp. I'd say moderate to touch over moderately carbonated, very smooth going down, really nice. The taste, there's a lot. I mean, a lot of malt character on the front of the palate for me, like a ton. It's toasted white red, mixing in with like a honey drizzled biscuit. Like the malt character is very complex and just really good though. Like the taste, like that, I get like a little bit of like a honey-esque kind of feeling to it. As it passes through the palate, that the malt sweetness for me kind of dies down about halfway through the palate. It starts transitioning to this grassy, spicy, almost peppery hop character. This finishes semi to full on dry. It has more of like a mild to moderate bitterness, so it definitely balances out on the back of the palate between the dryness and the bitterness. It combats the sweetness, so it's definitely well balanced. The one thing that I am noticing though is I'm definitely getting a booziness on the palate, on the finish specifically. It's not like overbearing or anything, but it's just something that I don't really get with a lot of Maibocks, but I'm getting it here a little bit. I'm trying to think whether that enhances my enjoyability to this one, or it kind of detracts from it. And I think it's nice because it's on the finish. It's on the back of the palate, and then I get like a warming in the chest, and I feel it kind of reminds me, hey, this is a bigger lager. Slow down. You don't have to drink the entire bottle in 5-10 minutes. Like, you can take your time with this one. Enjoy it. While it is quite drinkable and dare I say quaffable, there's definitely, I think that booziness to me kind of makes you take a step back and go, hey, this is a bigger beer. You don't have to hammer it. And I do appreciate that. One more sip. This is really good. Is it mind-blowing? I would say it's not. But I'm really digging it. Again, that booziness, personal preference. I think I like it, like I said, to stop me from just hammering this out at 7.4%. My preference, though, as a whole, I probably wouldn't want it there. And again, it's not super boozy or anything. Don't get it wrong. It's not like I'm drinking a 15% Imperial Stout or anything. It's just it's noticeable, a little bit warming in the chest. I really like the malt complexity here, and I definitely do enjoy that that finish. I like that peppery, spicy, kind of grassy finish. I think this is really damn good. Is it like the best Maibock I've ever had? Probably not. I don't remember when I reviewed the Eyinger, what I gave it in terms of score. This is probably in the same range, maybe a little less. I don't remember what I gave this. I'm just going to go like say it like this. Schloss Eggenberg and Schilling's a Maibock Convivial Collaboration. I'm going to give this a low 4.25 out of 5 and go 4.15 out of 5. I think it just gets just in the low 4.25 range. Yeah, 4.15 out of 5. If not for that booziness, I might knock it up a little bit, but I don't know. I just think the pure complexity of the malt and that awesome finish that's kind of different, I think I enjoy that quite a bit, to the point where I'm fine with giving this a 4.15 out of 5. It's really tasty. I enjoy it, and I'm happy I picked it up. Price point, here in Buffalo, New York, I think I paid $4.99 for that bottle, so $5 for a 500 milliliter bottle of a 7.4% imported Maibock. All day, every day. I mean, it's not like a fantastic value, but again, it's imported, 7.4%. It's a Maibock. It's a collaboration, $4.99 for a bottle. It's fine. And in terms of the availability, I don't know. I should probably stop doing availability because I don't know. Let me flip the script here for a second. Let me know. Did you see this? Did you pick this up? And if you did, where are you located? Because I don't know where they get their distribution in terms of they get imported here to the U.S. I don't know. Are they all over the country? They could be. Are you out in Arizona? Did you see this? Are you up in Minnesota? Did you see this? Like, I don't know. So please post in the comment section. Let me know if you A, saw this, and B, if you picked it up, what you thought about it, because I think it's pretty damn good. I'm going to go drink the rest of that, but slowly, because it is 7.4%, and enjoy every second of it. So yeah, I'm really happy with this one. I'm glad I picked it up. Thanks to Kenny for the recommendation. Appreciate everybody stopping by for another beer review here on the Beer Patrol. To the next one, cheers.